Hello and welcome, Happy Bones community, YouTube community, Instagram, everywhere, community. Thank you for joining in. My name is Kayleen Joseph. I'm a manual osteopath, and today we are going to go over chest and pec stretches. So this is all chest stuff. Your pecs are in here, opening up through the chest and across. This is really great for those of you who sit at a desk in one position all day. This lovely position that we have actually shortens those muscles in and around your chest and pec area. So it's very important that we lengthen them and we open our chest and our heart as best we can on a day-to-day basis. So with that being said, we're going to go through a couple of different exercises, try them out, see which one works for you. We're going to do stretch, and the last one that we're going to do is going to be with a ball release. So let me know how it goes. Let's get to it. All right, everyone. So our first stretch here is a very simple behind the back, grabbing for the opposite sort of forearm, or if you can get there, grab onto the opposite elbow. So what this is doing is it is opening our chest. So I'll show you a little side angle here. So first of all, right from the back, this is what it looks like. And then I'm going to come to the side so we can still chat. So grabbing on to or towards the opposite elbow with the forearms clasped behind your back. Basically what we're going to do here is we're just going to sit in this. This can be a really intense one, but we want to make sure that we are sitting up nice and tall and squeezing those shoulder blades together on our back. So you're going to feel most likely a pull sort of on the side of your arm and into the front of the shoulder. There's going to be a bit of a pull. Make sure to listen carefully to your body. If the pull is too much, come on out of it, give yourself a break. If you need a modification that isn't so intense as this, what we're going to do instead is gently unclasp your arms, give them a shake, and just clasp the palms of your hands together. You want to try to keep them together, and we are going to pop the chest up towards the ceiling. You can gently take your gaze up and really squeeze those shoulder blades together behind you on your back, opening up through the front of the shoulders. I really like this one. This is a fave. This is just a nice thing that I like to do when I've been sitting for a long time and haven't, had a chance to get up and move. This is usually my go-to. So stretch numero uno. Let's get to number 2. All right, stretch number 2 here we have is a simple palms of the hands behind the head. So what we're doing is we're squeezing our shoulder blades together. Make sure we're not flaring out too much through the front of the ribs. We don't want too much curve in that back, but just enough that you can feel a gentle stretch across the chest and into the pecs. So keeping the palms of the hands together here. Now, the more you lower your hands sort of down your neck towards your shoulders, the more of a stretch you're going to feel sort of in the shoulder area. The higher you keep the palms up and the more you pull those elbows back, the more of a stretch you'll probably feel in that pec area. So this is a really good one to hold on to. It's a nice alternative to a door frame stretch, which we will get to in a second, but this is a really good one that you can control. So again, like everything, make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Those shoulders are squeezing together and we're opening up. Take some nice deep breaths in and relax through those chest muscles. Drop your arms, give it a little shake shimmy. Okay, so the next one that we're going to go through, numero 3, I believe, is a toy soldier position. I think that's what it's called in yoga. I can't actually remember, but I do remember it as being called toy soldier pose. So what's going to happen for this one is you're going to have to do both sides. I'm going to show you the left side first. So what you're going to do is you're going to come down onto your stomach, and your feet are stretched out behind you. So my feet may be cut off in this video, but that's okay. So I'm going to stretch my left side first. So what's going to happen is I'm going to bring my left arm into a T position. So it's just out beside me. You can see my fingertips here. It's in line with my shoulder. So from here, I'm going to keep looking to the right-hand side. I'm going to take the right fingertips and gently tent them onto my mat and press into them. So the reason why I like to do this is to keep some strength and energy into the hands and the wrists. While we're here now, we're going to start to shift the body open towards the right. So the palm of the left hand stays on the floor, the arm stays stretched out, it doesn't move. The only thing that's moving is your body opening up towards the right hand side. So the feet stay stacked, the hips are stacked right over one another, and as are your shoulders as well. So from here, if you want, you can keep your head down and keep this a little bit more of a passive stretch, but if you want to keep it in line as well, you can lift it up and keep it in line with your neck. So the more you kind of gently press and open your chest up towards the right, going up towards the ceiling, the more of a stretch you're going to feel in that left shoulder that's opening and tucked out to the side of you. This is a really great one to do. And of course, when you're coming out, nice and gently, just reverse the movement, bring the hips back down onto the mat. And I'm going to show you the right side from here. So my arm might be cut off a little bit, so I'm going to move over so you can see the right side, just to make sure we're doing it all right. So right side comes out, palm facing down, feet are stretched out behind us. The left hand comes onto the mat, fingers tented up so that the hand is still engaged. The elbow is at a 90-degree angle. And we're going to start to tip, open up our body towards the left-hand side. Keep reaching those right fingertips out, palms still facing the floor. That arm has not moved on the right side. And again, checking in. Left foot is stacked over the right, left hip over the right hip, left shoulder right over the right shoulder. And we're gently pressing into those left fingertips to really open up the front of that chest on the right-hand side. And again, as you choose, you can drop your head if that feels comfortable for you, but if your neck is a little more sensitive and it feels better to keep it engaged and in line, that's okay too. Stick with what feels good for you, and as you come out, you're going to gently unstack everything, come back onto your stomach, give your shoulders a little circle, and come on out. All right, the next, second to last stretch we're gonna go through is a door frame stretch. So I clearly do not have a door frame here, and quite often I usually actually teach this standing, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to show it to you sitting, which you can still kind of accomplish, but just so you understand the motion, it's the exact same when you're standing. So what we're going to do is you're going to bring your elbow up onto the wall. So the elbow and the forearm to fingertips are in touch with the wall, and the elbow is at shoulder height here, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to turn our whole body away from that elbow, and you're gonna start to feel a nice stretch in here, in and along the pec, and you'll feel that fire up. So this is the same thing if you do this in a door frame. Basically, you're going to do the exact same thing while you're standing. So the elbow, forearm, fingertips will go into the door frame, and then you will move your whole body, including your feet, away from that arm. So another little trick too here is if you come out and you bring your elbow up about 2 to 4 inches above your shoulder, keeping the forearm and palm of the hand in touch with the wall or the door frame, and then you start to turn your body away, you're going to feel that stretch intensify a little bit. So really working through, you're going to feel it move sort of deeper down into the pec region. So you're doing this on both sides, looking over your shoulder, really completing that turn away. Don't forget about those feet. Make sure they're pointing away from the forearm and the pec that you are stretching. That's a really good one to do. Door frame stretch. Very simple. Most of us know it. Sometimes it's just tweaking minor details like where to position the elbow and how far to turn the body away. The more you turn your body away, the more of a stretch you're going to feel into that pec, front of the shoulder region, and the more benefit you're going to get. All right, so here we are. Last pec chest related thing is I want to show you an easy release. You can do this in a door frame, or you can even just do it on the floor. I'm going to show you on the floor. That's easiest to video for you guys. I am using a Tune Up Fitness Alpha ball. You can use a tennis ball, a lacrosse ball, any other size yoga tune-up ball that works for you, that's sort of smaller, palm size. This is really, really great. So what you're going to do is you're going to come onto your stomach, and from here you're going to place the ball basically right into your pec. And I like to start with my palms out in front of me and really just let it sink in there. Let the pressure of the ball press into the pec and gently start to kind of shift the spot in which it's sitting on the pec. Start to move it and just gently find those little sweet, tender spots. Hold on to them, and then once you feel them release, you're going to come out. So you can start to get into playing with the position of your arm, bringing it out in front of you, bringing it to the side, and moving through those sort of ranges of motion of where the muscles start to engage in these different positions with the pressure in on the pec region. So this is really, really amazing one to do. And play around with the placement, find those good juicy spots and move through them. I love doing this one. This is a really good one, especially when you've been sitting all day in front of the computer doing a ton of computer work. We've all been there. And of course, make sure to get into the other side. Always keep it even. Ease into it nice and gently. Just sort of press into it. This is a good little trigger point release technique. And it's something that you should definitely throw into your practice as time goes on. Is get into the habit of releasing this area, especially if you do a lot of weightlifting, a lot of upper body days. This one's really, really yummy. It's a little intense. Let me know how it feels as you move through. And let me know how it went for you. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. Thank you so much for watching again, guys. like truly appreciate your support. The support on this page has been absolutely wonderful, and I'm so excited to be able to continue to create content for you guys. So let me know if you have any requests, if there's something I haven't touched on yet, or you want more of something else, let me know, and I am here for you guys. So take care. We'll see you again soon.